Oxford, Alabama. It's considered by most people to be one of the most haunted places in Alabama. The main story around it is that back in the 1950s, there's a couple recently married who were crossing the bridge in their car, and they had some sort of a freak accident, went over the bridge, and they drowned in the river underneath the bridge. And so what they say is, after that point, before the bridge was closed down, that if you crossed the bridge and you stopped in the middle of it, they would get in your car, and by the time you drove off the other side, they would be gone, but there'd be 2 wet spots in the seat in the back of your car where they had been sitting. So that's the main story, which now the bridge is closed down, so you can't actually cross your car across it. But some people still say that you can see the couple there. Also, another aspect of the bridge is throughout the years, a lot of people have jumped off the bridge committing suicide. And because of that, they say that because of the number of people that have jumped off the bridge, they say that it opened up a gate to hell on that bridge. So if you cross the bridge, once you get halfway again, if you turn around, they say that you'll see a portal to hell. Don't know what happens then, but that's how the legend goes. So, this is the story of the bridge.
Just look how pretty it is out here, though.
Yeah.
Hell's Gate Bridge is an old abandoned bridge located in Oxford, Alabama. Because of the history and legend surrounding the bridge, it is considered by many to be one of the most haunted locations in the state of Alabama, which is exactly why me and my friend Drew decided to pay it a visit. We didn't know what to expect going into it. We assumed, judging from the photos and videos we found online, that it was going to be out in a rural and uninhabited area, but that was not the case.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. Ooh.
It is blocked off.
Yeah.
The road leading to the bridge is barricaded about a quarter mile from the bridge itself, preventing any cars from driving onto it. But if you park your car at the barricade, you can still walk to the bridge and be there in a matter of minutes. When you walk down the road, you'll notice a lot of old silos as well as a decrepit barn on the right-hand side. It's quite the contrast from the left-hand side, which is the backside of a Publix.
Alright guys, hello, my name is Drew. Tonight we are at Hell's Gate, and right behind me, right at the entrance of where we're going to be walking into over here is a big wooden house. We're going to go check it out. Oh, that's not a house. Dude.
Once you walk down the road, it curves to the right, and from there on out it does feel very rural and secluded, except for all of the traffic and city noise, which is drowned out some, but still very, very present.
It's getting darker.
Yeah, it is. Oh, this is it.
It's so overgrown. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Sounded like a car wreck. Didn't it?
Yeah.
Once you get to Hell's Gate Bridge, it's a very cool experience, like something out of a movie. The entrance to the bridge itself literally looks like a portal or a gateway to some dark underworld, some spiritual realm. It's very fitting to the name. The old industrial bridge has been completely engulfed in vines, weeds, and shrubbery. It definitely looks haunted, but less so that it's haunted by actual ghosts, and more so that the bridge itself is a haunting reminder that no matter what we build, no matter what we create, and no matter what we modify on this planet for our own convenience or pleasure or entertainment, eventually it will all rust, crumble, and deteriorate, and nature will always prevail, and nature will always outlast us all until we are all nothing but ghosts. Me and Drew walked across the bridge. We stood out in the middle of it for a while just to look around, listen, and get the overall vibe of the bridge. We didn't see the gates of hell open up, and we were also never approached by the newlyweds who drowned there. We did, however, notice that on the other side of the bridge, there was a park with a track around it, and we saw several joggers and a couple of cyclists go by. Once it got a bit darker, me and Drew decided to walk around and climb underneath the bridge. Drew had a feeling that if there were any ghosts there, they would probably be underneath the bridge rather than on top of it, since they would have died in the creek rather than on the bridge itself. Before going to the bridge, I bought a Spirit Box app on my phone. I think it was like $5, $7, something like that. So we tried to use it to communicate with the ghosts.
Did you die here? Are there any spirits who have fallen off of this bridge to their death?
Did you die here?
Me and Drew used the Spirit Box under the bridge for about 20 minutes, but we never heard any voices or got any sort of messages from the other side. So we decided to go back onto the bridge and try it again there. Once we walked back onto the bridge, I noticed that one section of railing on the bridge was completely missing. I looked around everywhere else and discovered that the railing was still completely intact everywhere except for that one particular section. I don't know if someone removed the railing there just to vindicate the tragic legend of the newlyweds, or if that's actually where the car went overboard and took the railing with it. Either way, it was super creepy, especially standing there at the edge and looking down into the water.
Alright, we are on top of Hell's Gate Bridge at the split part of the bridge without the railing. We got the EMS scanner on the floor, seeing if we have anything on that, and we've got a Spirit Box app that we are going to be using.
Let's go. Did you jump off the bridge right here? Is this spot right here where you ended your life? Did you end your life right here? Is there anyone here? App we're using. Oh, we got something.
Is there anyone here that wants to speak to us? What is your name?
Me and Drew used the spirit box for about 30 minutes, but we didn't really get anything. The only 2 words we got out of it weren't even relevant to the questions we were asking. So either there weren't any ghosts there, or the spirit box app just doesn't actually work. From the time we arrived to the time we left was about 2 hours. We spent a lot of the time just vibing and waiting for something paranormal or unexplainable to happen, but nothing like that ever happened. There were a lot of fish splashing in the creek down below, and at one point some large animal jumped into the water just a few yards away. We couldn't tell what it was though. But even though we didn't see any ghosts or talk to any ghosts or walk through the gates of hell, we still had a good time and we loved the bridge. It's a super awesome landmark that's definitely worth visiting, especially if you're looking for a cool place to take some unique photos. Me and Drew spent a good 30 minutes playing around with our light and trying to get some cool shots. That was easily the highlight of our adventure. I don't think that Hell's Gate Bridge is haunted, and I also don't think that it's a portal to hell, but it definitely looks like it is. And I think that counts for something. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also subscribe and activate that little bell icon if you haven't already. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you'd like to keep up with me behind the scenes. And if you'd like to help support what I do, you can pledge to my Patreon or leave me a tip on Cashapp. Links and information for all of that stuff is in the description down below. Thank you for all of your support, and I'll see you in the next worship service.